Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So we are in Hanoi, Vietnam, but today we are taking a little side trip out of the city to Ha Long Bay. And we are so excited.
We're really excited for this, and we know that this is a must-do while you're here. And it actually happens to be Karen's. We're going to be doing it over Karen's birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow, so.
And right now we're just waiting for our to get picked up. We did pay extra for the transportation just because it's several hours out of the city. Yeah. You don't have to do this, but you would have to meet them at the port, I guess. So yeah. We decided to have the transportation included. So we literally just walked 2 minutes from our Airbnb to the pickup location. So now we're just waiting to get picked up. It's just one less thing to worry about.
But you have to be in the Old Quarter area.
That's true.
And so we're on the edge of the Old Quarter. And so we just walked to a nearby hotel to make it easier for them on a more major corner.
Yeah.
So
we don't know what to expect, but we're still really excited about it. So we'll give you guys a little rundown as we experience this. So we'll see.
See you in a bit.
So we are now checked in for our Ha Long Bay cruise. The ride to this area was only 3 hours, which is really nice. Yeah. It wasn't bad at all. The ride was really comfortable. And about 2 hours in, maybe, about 2 hours in, you get to stop at this place that it's kind of like a market, and there's bathrooms, nice, clean bathrooms.
Yeah, it's like a highway side, roadside stop, and there's a bunch of local snacks and goodies that you could buy.
Yeah, lots of vendors selling all kinds of stuff.
Coffee place there.
And there's like a mall inside as well, and there's even restaurants in there. We were there pretty early, so yeah. I didn't really see anything open. No. But I imagine that as the day goes on, it gets more and more activity in there.
And we know that once we get on the boat, in about 30 to 45 minutes, we're going to be being taken out to the boat. They're going to feed us lunch, so
yeah. So up to you if you want something. What was nice about our cruise that we chose, they only required a $100 deposit. So the rest of the amount that we owed, we paid minutes before getting onto the boat. So yeah. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and they take credit card. They do charge a 3% fee for the credit card if you use your credit card.
And what we noticed in there, of course, you can pay cash, and we also noticed that you can pay with dollars. Yeah. At least in our particular company that we're using.
Yeah, we use Moncherie, and it seems like Peony and Moncherie, they're at least this reception area is together. I'm not sure if
it looks like it's one big company because the same staff is checking people in for Moncherie and for Peony.
And the lady in front of us that was registered and was paying, she paid with US dollars, and they gave her change in US dollars.
So we pay with a credit card. Now we're sitting here. You got a beautiful view of this bay with tons of boats. It's really, really nice. Yeah. Tons of tables, and then they have a little tea area. So they have like lemon tea and lemongrass and ginger tea. So this is hot tea. Yeah. So this is really nice. While you're waiting, we have to board a boat, and then that boat takes us to the big boat, which is where we're going to be, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, so far so good. We're really enjoying this. It's just nice.
Yeah.
So we just finished our lunch, which was a buffet lunch, and it was really, really delicious food. And the service so far, everyone's been very attentive. And this is now the first time that we are walking into our room, which we are loving.
Yeah, this is a really beautiful room. I guess it's bigger than I expected. And we put a note that it was Karen's birthday, so they put flower petals on the bed and wrote happy birthday. It's really
sweet. The room is really nice. So we'll show you guys around a little bit. This is all of the decorations that they put for us, which is so nice. Nice lamps and bedside tables. And then we have art on the wall, a nice closet
Yeah, plenty of space for
Plenty of
just a couple
space.
days.
We have robes even. So fancy. And we do have a mini fridge. So for things that you want. And then of course we don't wear shoes inside. So we have our safe and little sandals that they have there. Nice TV. And the bathroom is pretty awesome. Of course,
Yeah.
you have all the amenities you need. You got your sink, your toilet, nice size shower. This is great with a rain shower. So that should be really nice.
Shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel. And then they have a bunch of little extras there. There's razors, there's a comb, there's Q-tips, there's toothbrushes there.
And we have seen this featured in other people's videos, this tub with amazing views out there. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful.
And there's our balcony.
The balcony is so nice and spacious. It's pretty incredible. Oh,
this is their first time out here. This is really nice.
This is the first time, and this is so beautiful. It is a beautiful day and nice amount of sun, and we are getting awesome views.
Apparently, the boat parks for the night while you sleep, so there's not even moving while you're sleeping. Yeah. And once we stop for our first excursion to go kayak, they're going to take us with a little like tender boat almost. So we'll get off this bigger boat and we'll get on a smaller boat, and they'll take us to the area where we can go and kayak. And there's a swimming time for swimming as well.
So right now we have about an hour to kind of spare, and then after that the kayak excursion is going to start. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah. So we're just gonna check out the room, unpack. Yeah. And get ready for our first activity. They keep you pretty busy.
So this is the kayak excursion that we're on now, and it is awesome.
It's beautiful. It's day one, so this is the first time we get to go out in a kayak. I believe there's another kayak excursion tomorrow.
I think so too, yeah. But this is so nice. It is a beautiful day. The sun is out. You can see a little bit of the blue sky. Tons of greenery on top of these limestone rocks. It is awesome. The water, it's moving a little bit, a little choppy, but not bad at all. So the kayaking is going really great.
It is. It's beautiful out here.
You know, every time we watch videos about this area, and we watched a few videos before we did this excursion, it's always really foggy, and it's just part of the beauty. But today we are feeling so lucky because it is such a clear day.
It is. It's amazingly clear. There's blue skies peeking out, like she said before, and seeing all of these limestone cliffs and how they're like serrated, and it's just beautiful. It's crazy to be out here, and it's so serene and beautiful.
I'm just like in awe of how beautiful this area is. It's all weather dependent, this area. You never know what you're going to get. It could be cooler, could have been raining, who knows?
Exactly.
But we are feeling so fortunate right now because, wow, this is amazing. I really did not expect for the views to be this clear. It's pretty amazing because we are not the only ones here. There are all these boats.
And different companies like Mancherie, the line that we chose, has 2 boats out here. And we noticed that Peony, right here with the yellow sails, they have 2 boats out here too. So there's a lot of boats out here, and right now is like the kayaking time. So there are kayaks out, but as you can see, it's not just crowded with people. You know, they've timed things nicely, and the boats are a nice size. I think the lady said that our boat has only 18 staterooms.
That's what's surprising to me, is to see so many boats out here, and yet this didn't feel very crowded. It didn't feel, like there was all these people around. It just felt really nice and serene.
This place feels really special. It's very beautiful.
So we just finished our cooking demonstration, which they prepared spring rolls, or we helped prepare spring rolls. They had all the ingredients already set and prepared, and then we just had to roll them, and then the chef was there deep frying them.
Yeah, it's really cool. They give you gloves, and then they teach you how to do it. The rice paper, and I think that they vary between, depending on the cruise or the day, between the fresh spring rolls and the fried spring rolls, deep fried. So today was deep fried spring rolls, and now the chef is cooking them, and we get to come back out and eat them, which will be pretty cool.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
The sunset, we didn't really have much of one today. It got cloudy out, but what we are noticing is that now that it's starting to get dark, all of the ships around us, all of the different boats around us are starting to, have their lights on, and it's just like lighting up the water, and it just looks so beautiful. There's a breeze now, it's starting to cool down, and then you have the shadows, and the views of the beautiful limestone islands that are completely surrounding us. This is incredible.
It is. It's really incredible to be here, and it's really cool how small of a crowd there is. It's a intimate group of people, a small group of people. So it's not just tons and people everywhere running around. It's nice and quiet. It's really, really enjoyable.
Yeah. We are having a wonderful time, and this is turning out to be quite the experience.
Yes.
So in our excursion this morning, we took an amazing bike ride in Cat Ba Island. So the boat transferred us to another boat and we came over to this island, got on the bikes. Beautiful landscape, just beautiful limestone all surrounding where we were biking. And then we got to this small village called Viet Hai.
Viet Hai village only has about 300 people, and it's located in Viet Hai National Park. It's a really beautiful little village.
It's a small village. It looks like it's a lot of farming here, and and fishing is their main thing. But the landscape is just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. Today I feel like it's a little hazier than yesterday, but it's clear enough that you can still see all of the different cliffs.
Apparently eagles are prevalent here, and we have seen eagles soaring around in the background, which is really cool.
Yeah, we're also getting pretty lucky with the weather. It's not too warm, it's not too cold. There's a breeze, as you can see, my hair everywhere. But it's really beautiful. So now we get to bike back.
Yeah, it's about a 4 or 5 kilometer, 3-ish mile bike ride back. Yeah. And we're gonna bike back and have lunch.
Yeah. So this is day 2 of our trip, and we have been brought to a different area to kayak again. And there's also a swimming option.
Yeah, I don't think we want to swim. The water is actually really cold,
Kinda
so
cold.
swimming's out. But kayaking has been really great today because, as you can see around us, it's really calm. In this little bay where they have us, it's extremely calm, really easy to kayak. And we've right now I can't see the bottom, but there's been areas where we can see the bottom.
Right.
So it's pretty shallow here.
There is exactly. There's even a beach area that we can go to if we want to, but we kind of want to just keep kayaking. We haven't kayaked in a while, so having back-to-back days of kayaking, and then of course, you know, these beautiful surroundings. This is just great. We are loving this.
Yeah, where we are, I mean, this is it's a pinch me moment. Good morning from the Mancherie.
Today is our last day, so that's kind of sad, but we're excited because we are headed over to Trang Trung Cave.
Yeah, Trang Trung Cave, I believe it's called.
Sorry for the mispronunciation. But that should be awesome. And that's in Katba Island. So we'll be taking a little ferry to, I guess, the pier area,
yeah,
and then a bus to the cave.
It's so fascinating, and it should be so beautiful to see.
Yeah, so we're really excited. So we are now back in our room, in the balcony of our room, just overlooking this beautiful landscape. And the caves were amazing. So now what happens is now we go to our last meal on the boat.
Yeah, they gave us about a half hour to 45 minutes to pack, which is plenty of time because we were just here for a couple nights. And then they have a last meal, which is a brunch, like she said. And they've really fed us well on here. The food has truly been excellent.
Yes, there has been breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
We are not breakfast people, but we have definitely taken advantage of the lunches and the dinners.
Absolutely.
The breakfast and lunch are like buffet style, and then the dinner is just this 5-course amazing food.
And what's really cool about doing this on these boats, they're smaller. So there were 18 staterooms on our boat, so roughly 36 people, 40 people, I guess, if they're families. And all of the staterooms are balconies, have balconies. So that's really, really cool. Yeah. And I guess in total, our total cost for this was $861. And now that did include transportation to and from Hanoi, which was $40 per person. Yeah. You kind of need to do that because it's about a 2.5 hour ride, and it's quite a ways.
Correct. Yeah, we definitely needed that because there's no way we would have gotten to that port area where you embark on our own.
It just made it so much easier, and it was very, very comfortable. They
Yeah.
picked us up. We gave them a name of a hotel right next to our Airbnb. They picked us up right there, and they're going to drop us off in the same spot. And it was just super convenient. And the bus or the van that they use is very luxurious. Even had Wi-Fi on the van, so it was very comfortable.
Overall, this has been a wonderful experience for us. We have really enjoyed our time. The staff really goes above and beyond. They're very just very nice, and they just take care of you, you know, so it's been very good. Definitely a splurge for our time here, but we felt that this was one of these bucket list items, and you just got to come and experience for yourself.
There's one thing though to keep in mind in the cost. Alcoholic beverages, drinks, coffees are not included. Now in the morning for breakfast they do have coffee and tea there. But if you want
your specialty coffees,
so if you
like
want
your
anything extra,
things like that,
But every day they do have happy hour a couple times. So from 5 to 6, they would have happy hour in the evening.
And then like a second one from like 9 to 10 or something like that. A second happy hour where drinks were buy one get one. So we took advantage of that one time where we got drinks for my birthday. So it was great.
Overall, we loved it. Great experience.
Great experience. And overall, yes, it is a little bit of a splurge, but the value's there. I think for most people would enjoy all of the, you know, if you, of course, take advantage of all the activities and you know, all the things to do, we think there's good value.
And we use Moncherie, but there are a ton of different cruise companies. So just kind of do your research and look around, and maybe there's a good deal out there, or maybe a ship that you like better. But I think they all do a very similar itineraries and activities. We hope you enjoyed this experience. We had an amazing time cruising Ha Long Bay.
If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to our channel for more of our travel adventures.
And slow travel with us.
Bye.